energy. Today's show is being brought to you by Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, all you got to do is visit the website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. Hey, when it comes to having a blackout, not just Hartsfield-Jackson International blackout, the 2018 said there's a good chance that it'll look even less like an award show and more like a funeral, because Hollywood actresses are allegedly going all black for the red carpet. The blackout is meant to serve as a sign of unity for the leading ladies of Hollywood and protest against the sexual harassment drama going on in the industry. Some major A-listers that are reportedly teaming up for the cause are Meryl Streep, Emma Stone, Margot Robbie, and Nicole Kidman. So we'll just have to wait until the show airs, which is going to be January 7th, to see if the rumors are the real deal. So shout out to the blackout at the Golden Globe Awards.
So you mean it's going to be some men in all black too then, huh?
Probably so.
I'm about to say, right.
She touched me.
They over there alleging stuff as well too.
Yeah, for real. Terry Crews, i.e. Hey! He did. He said somebody touched him too. Hey, we hanging out with author Malik Wade. Malik Wade got them 169 months though. Ain't that how they give you that time, that fair time?
Yes, sir.
We can look back and laugh now because it's over with, huh?
Woo.
So you were sentenced to 14 years.
14 years in 1 month.
In 1 month.
Yes, sir.
And with that, what did you learn about yourself during that time in Fed prison?
I learned who I was. I learned what my responsibility to my community was.
Mm-hmm.
And I obviously become a lot more spiritual. I became a lot more spiritual, a lot more introspective, a lot more intellectual. You know, you got a lot of time to find out who you are.
Yeah, there you go. And we talk about the book. We talk about the public defender who wrote the foreword. Tell us about how that happened for you.
Yeah, the public defender, his name is Jeff Adachi, real good dude. He's the most powerful. He's the head public defender in San Francisco. So he's the one, if you get any kind of charges, his office is the office that represents you. And there are, I believe, 177 attorneys. So I didn't know him prior to going to prison. But when I got out of prison, we were able to conversate, and he really liked my story. He gravitated to my story. He agreed to write the introduction and the foreword for me.
Now, I mean, if I don't know whether or not I might have missed something, but how did you and him link up?
I think I was networking, and I met him at another event. Like he's kind of like a big time he's sort of a politician as well. So
okay.
we saw each other at the event, and I told him that I would speak with him. I had a meeting with him. He agreed to write the introduction.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Malik, let me ask you, because now in 2017, we get a lot of entrepreneurs that come hang out with us on the show. You know, you look at Sterling, you got Chani over there, you know, this millennial generation. Are they still running to the dope game, hustling, or are they looking for alternative ways not to get sentenced to 169 months in federal prison?
Well, it depends. Like a lot of, I mean, crack cocaine epidemic is it's on the downside now, but you know, you have other drugs now that are being sold. You have a lot of guys selling pills, a lot of guys selling methamphetamines, etc. A lot of guys, you know, a lot of individuals are involved in, you know, what they call human trafficking. So, you know, a lot of young folks still engage in a lot of crime. So my specific demographic is African American young males, because I think there are a lot of guys like myself that have gone to prison and done a lot of time, 15 and 20 years, and I think we have a spiritual and a sacred and ancestral duty to come back and have all hands on deck and to make sure that we give young folks the correct information as opposed to deifying ourselves and lionizing ourselves and bragging about how much money we made.
Right.
My book is not the kind of book where I'm saying I made $1 million every 10 minutes or I killed 10 people in 10 days. It ain't that kind of book. It's a book that's going to give you intellectual insight into the life of somebody that actually went through that particular experience.
Redemption.
Where'd the title come from?
Pressure. To be honest with you, you know, being born black is pressure. Being on run from the FBI for 7 years is pressure, and then reintegrating back into society is pressure. So I think that word not only encapsulates my life, but it encapsulates the life of many of my folks. I mean, you know, black folks, particularly black males.
Sterling, let me ask you, with this story, you hear this story and you getting out of St. Louis, man, what was it for you that you decided, you know what, I got to go and change this whole scenery?
You know what, brother, to be honest with you, I was actually the guy that he was just saying, the person, you know, that his book is not about 2 months ago. So what really kind of just changed my whole thought process was truly this young man taught me about the secret to success by Earl Nightingale. And it kind of just changed my whole perception of what I need to change and how I want to be able to give back to the community and change. You know, it's not about the money, how much money. It's about waking up, being happy. You know, it's about waking up, because I've been incarcerated before too as well for 8 hours. I didn't get to go on I didn't get to go on but I did. You know what I'm saying, brother?
But
You know.
them 8 hours was long though, huh?
It was. But the reason why I love the story, and one of the things that changed me was being incarcerated in that time. When I got in that vehicle, the gentleman told me, he said, man, I'm 19 years old and I didn't do it, but I've been in jail for 5 years already and they still going back and forth for my case. And when I was incarcerated for, I didn't do it either.
Right, there you go.
So I got caught up in the system.
Hey,
Exactly.
I'm about to one up Sterling. Sterling, I was locked up for 2 days, partner. You ain't got nothing on me.
It's only because it was a Friday.
Yeah, because it was a Friday.
Well,
Yeah.
they say statistically say that every black man should go to jail at least one time.
Right, yeah,
I was gonna
should.
say,
Yeah.
so about that
At least
prison
one.
pipeline.
Yeah, I got reality TV, so I can just watch it on TV.
He was like, I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
good. Hey, we come back. We got more. It's Michael and Joe in the morning. Wake up.
Michael might be past the age demographic for that statistic.
For jail? Yeah.
I was gonna say.
You went for 2 days. You go through that.
Yeah, I did.
Did you go? Good morning, Mr. Deadstocking. Hey, Faro Jar Rasan. What up, Mike? Bibby, Wells Luxury Group. Good morning. How are you? How are you? 8 hours.
I'm not taking what she's saying, so when I see him talking on the phone,
He's on his.
Faro Jar or Wells Luxury Group?
Yeah, he's on his Instagram.
Wells Luxury Group was that event that I had did a couple weeks ago. You had asked me about it. I think you had heard about it too.
I left my phone.
Your phone, man. You gotta go get your phone. Let's go ahead and get it going, man.
It's on your phone. It's in your coat, right? I was like, go on get it, cause your PR person ain't gonna be yelling at me. It's all good. We're on YouTube, so I can share the YouTube link with you, so that you can kind of share.
It's funny how we as people, and that's why I say it's important, because I sat down with some brothers yesterday and a sister, and we just got together. We just shared knowledge. What works for us, what's not working for us.
Were you with Nehemiah yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say she here because of Nehemiah too.
Yeah. So.
Huh?
I came in for something.
No.
Oh, because of
Girl, you don't let me talk, but you here because Nehemiah turned me on to you. That's my point.
Okay,
He linked both of us up. He linked me and Sterling on like Friday or whatever.
I love Leo.
Yeah, that was he's up in he's based out of Philadelphia, but just connecting the dots. I met him through someone else who at the end of the day turned me on to a bunch of guests that have come on the show. Author, just good person.
Beautiful person. Just got.
Yeah, I saw y'all all dressed up last night.
Oh, you went to the event last night?
I did.
I wasn't able to make the event last night.
Okay.
It looked good though.
It was really nice. It was really nice. Did a great job.
Michael and Joe in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. What do women want? Well, guess what? It's bad news for sensitive, skinny men. But the old rules may still apply in the dating game when it comes to what women want. Muscular, tall men still win out, a study suggests. Scientists showed a group of 160 women photographs of shirtless, faceless men and asked them to give them an attractiveness rating. Now, the results show men who look strong with muscular arms and toned torsos did far way better than those who worked a little less hard in the gym. Now, the appearance of physical strength was far and away the biggest factor in determining how attractive a man was seen to be. Now, it's on our own, it's accounted for more than 70% of men's attractiveness. Now, tall men also did well with the ladies, although less so with strength, height, leanness taken together, making up 80% of attractiveness for all men. So take out all of the fluff.
So you just gotta look like you worked out.
Yeah, you gotta look like you worked out, or like you spent 168 months in a federal prison.
I'm about to say right, because the way that band on that T-shirt look a little tight.
Right,
just 'cause of
exactly.
that muscle.
I just think about Boys in the Hood when Trey was like, "Hey man, you getting big," and Ice Cube was like, 2, 3 hots in the cot. Pumping that iron.
It'll do
That's
it
all
to
I
you.
can do, right?
Right.
Chani, so the statistics with men. So skinny, sensitive men are out, do you think?
You know, everybody has somebody.
Okay.
I don't like to count everybody out.
Okay.
So she was like, so
So
she
she don't wanna
so
answer
she
that.
pleading the fifth. Now what tall, skinny, sensitive men? Yeah, I need
That's
an alpha male.
Oh, you do?
Let's go
Somebody
yeah, yeah.
I
dominated.
know what I like when it's not that, but you know.
So I guess it's true. Look at this one over here. What you want to say, Sterling?
I have nothing to say, absolutely nothing. When a woman's speaking, I just shut up.
Okay.
He was
that's
just
good.
like, I saw him over there
listen.
flexing while you was
Oh, yeah,
while you was
yeah,
reading.
that's what
he was
reading it
talking.
though, right?
And that's what, right. That's what Malik was doing too. He's making his,
His
torso
His
jump,
chest
like,
pop out.
showing
All
off.
I'm
man.
saying is just work out. Just work out your body. There's nothing wrong with it. You know?
Now the type of
and your brain while
Yes,
you're
So
there.
what you trying to say? You don't want a fat man? That's what you really trying to
You
say.
know.
See what had happened.
Right.
Plead the
Been
fifth,
weird,
girl.
like you said.
Plead the fifth.
What's fat? Like what
I mean, you tell me, is that what you're saying? I mean, is that what you're really saying?
If
don't
you
want-
saying that you just want somebody to work
I
out.
like somebody with some meat on their bones.
Okay,
You know?
so you like physique, like six pack, or you like?
Don't take your shirt off, please. Don't take your
I
shirt
know,
off.
it was like about these 8
We're about to
hours.
do it. Look at it.
Sure,
Look at it.
I really don't have no discrimination, but if you know all the way out here,
If you walk away out
That's what
here,
I'm saying.
if you looking like Pillsbury Doughboy out this
You
joint.
know.
She want to be in between. You can't be in between.
no, I can't be in between.
Now, what kind of services do you offer? Because I know when I go to when I get my massage done, I stay away from that deep tissue jump. That thing hurt.
Yeah, but it's good for you though.
It's
Okay.
better for
Sometimes
you,
you
right?
have you have to breathe through the pain sometimes. I mean, we got to go through some pain to get that relief. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually good for you. But the services, I'm actually great at deep tissue.
Okay.
A lot of people think, I got these little hands and I can't do that work. So, but
I can't do
deep
that
tissue,
work.
hot stone prenatal is like one of my favorites. I have a lot of pregnant clients. I love that. But actually, I'm really great at teaching. I just started teaching classes, art and massage for couples.
What you about to do?
I'm about to get some of that deep tissue going.
Boy, you want some quiet.
Yeah, I usually come up with can you get these right here for me?
When we come back, we're going to talk more with
Y'all
Chani. It's
You
finally
got
during the
these out,
morning
I
at
don't even know
finally.com.
Can you knock these off?
I'm all in.
Oh, it's a morning show, boy. It's a
Right,
morning
right.
show.
It's all good. He ain't said nothing bad yet.
No, but
Good
what I'm-
morning, Harold. How are you?
What I'm actually doing is just moving into teaching. That's
Okay.
one of my strengths as well. So I'm teaching couples actually how to massage each other. I mean,
Mm.
who's the best person to massage you other than the person that, sitting right next to
Right.
you all the time? And I get a lot of couples who saying, yeah, allegedly. But I'm getting, clients that saying, my husband, I wish he could massage me, but he's just a little too
That's a
rough.
good idea.
And then the husbands are like, she's just a little, she don't give me
She
that,
not rough
that
enough.
pressure.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay,
You
let me
gotta
teach you
like
what to
get
do.
on the table when you dealing with men. Like,
No,
you got-
actually I don't.
I'm just saying some women.
Actually, some women I
You-
have to get on the table.
You done figured it out, so you
Yeah.
ain't gotta get. But some people gotta get on the
I'm
table.
gonna give Nikita some light.
Okay.
So we're just gonna switch out.
I was like, cause I've seen
But I
it.
like that couples.
They get their leg all on the chair, so that they can get like down up in there, and then they use
It's a
their
lot of women I had to
elbows.
get on the table for.
Yeah.
Women are so.
Get some of that.
Yeah,
Especially in the area.
Because we ain't going. We not going. Oh, what?
I'm so proud of you.
Nikita.
I was like, we not
You
going.
know how your spouse say, hey, give me a massage, and they hit you with this right here.
No,
All right,
they,
there you go.
no. That ain't the massage they give you. They be all down here. I'm like, my inner
Right,
thigh is
I'm
straight.
fine.
I need you back up in here. You all down here.
Going like this.
Right.
All right.
Hit you with one of these.
Right.
Just pat you on the back. You know what? Never mind. You ain't even
Right.
playing fair.
Don't wait on nobody.
Hey, the counter brunch. The Encounter Brunch. Harold, Ultra Fly Hot Girl, R&B Cartier. Good morning. TN2 Hair. Good morning. Whoop
I
whoop.
can't remember right now. It's gonna be too much. I might explode.
He's still looking for you.
I'm about to say
You
yeah,
good?
because
You
I
good?
showed up tagged you.
Right.
Super good.
I know that's right.
5 minutes now we hit this.
He was like, okay.
Malik,
stop.
right.
He was like,
Stop
all right,
playing.
the joke's over.
Stop playing.
Ain't nobody looking for me. They might be looking for you, player. You paid all them tickets.
Watch out now.
That's what I did. It's that autocorrect. Sorry, baby.
Prayer works. Prayer.
Pray.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here. I just got some other good news.
I was gonna say he said
Other
pray.
good news. Dang, it was partying, man.
For real.
Turn up.
Look at me dancing.
Turn up. You look amazing too.
Michael and Joy in the
Thank
morning.
you.
MichaelandJoy.com is the website. Hanging out with some awesome people. Today's show is being brought to you by Nikita, Todd, Stanley, and the Team Todd Realty Group, dedicated to helping people realize the dream of home ownership. For more information, you can visit her website, teamtoddrealtygroup.com. We just got finished talking about that list of what women want. Statistics show that, you know, if you're a skinny guy or sensitive, that's out. They ain't looking for that no more. They want some strong men.
I was gonna say anymore. I
Strong.
was gonna say we won't never looking for that guy. I'm like, look, if I can bench press more than you playing, it's a problem. It's a problem.
You can't protect your lady.
Right,
you can't
right,
protect your lady.
Only thing you can do is have me walk on the inside.
Hold my door.
I was in Vegas one year, and this guy, me and Charles were in Vegas, and this guy walked past me. He probably was Malik's height, and he bumped me from the back, like, and he kept on going. But then I started thinking about, well, I probably don't want none of them problems. He might know MMA or something like that, and catch one of them roundhouse
you was
kicks.
about to be like,
Yeah,
what?
right.
Excuse me?
Right, and then I thought about it. I was like, it
Thought
wasn't
about it.
even that serious.
You
Nikita
were.
Todd, Stanley hanging out with us today.
It ain't that deep.
Small, sensitive men. Nope, can't do it, huh?
No,
Nah, gotta be
I'm
big.
6 feet.
Right. Come with it. Better come with it.
Hey.
You 5'6", talk about, hey, Miss Stanley.
And they do it all the time.
Do they
Short,
really?
short man got a lot of confidence.
Do you ever chump them off and be like, no, thank you, little man? You don't do that?
No,
Oh,
nice.
okay. Nikita Todd Stanley hanging out with us today. We're talking about stories of redemption. The book Pressure, Malik Wade is hanging out with us too, and we just talk about that story. When you hear stories like that, Nikita, like you meet a lot of people in your business as a real estate, a realtor, you like to say, and you hear the stories about your clients all the time. Do you hear similar stories like this, or just see people just like in a different phase of their life now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually, I mean, it's funny that you said that. I do meet people from all walks of life. And I'm sometimes get lost in their story, you know, trying to sell them real estate, and I forget that the job that I'm doing because their story is so, like, you know, overwhelming.
Yeah.
They're overwhelmingly interesting. I'll say that because of course a lot of people make a lot of excuses that, you know, what they can't do, what they can't buy, what they can't get. I mean, just in life, they just have this I can't mentality. And for those people who I come across that are so positive and finding a way to make a way, I think it's inspirational.
TeamTireRealtyGroup.com is the website. Right, a lot of excuses. And Sterling, that's probably one thing that you despise the most are excuses, because we talked about fear earlier today when I told you I did not want to come down that big hill though.
Right.
And you talked about fear. What did you say about fear?
I did. You know, fear will stop you from doing a lot of stuff. I mean, it will stop you from doing a ton of things. We practice self-limitation ourselves, unconsciously, you know. So when you talk about excuses, sister, like that right there, you got to stop using excuses. Excuses are just, I mean, unless your neck ain't broke, like I tell my team, unless your house ain't on fire, excuses are, when a judge come in and the judge say, why was you in court on this day? And that judge asks you, it's not because, oh, my daughter was sick. No, I need to know why you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And the excuse better be a doctor's note. It better be something dealing with it. That's what the excuse is for me.
Where does this energy come from? Where do you get? Tell us about your parents.
Oh my God.
I'm about to say, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. Man, you know what? I strive to be just like my father, but twice as better. You know, and we had battled with that a little bit, and he just told me at the concert the other day, he hugged me. He said, boy, you know I love you. You know, and I see it. You know, but sometimes we get in our own way. You know, and my father is that type of guy. He's 48, he'll be 49 January. He's Aquarius, January 29th. I'm Aquarius too.
Okay.
All right. And he says to me, he says, you know what, Sterling? I want better for you. But he didn't see it at first.
See, because he got to a point in his life to where he said, man, I'm going to be 48. I've done more than I can even imagine. I'm pretty much, I'm comfortable. You're talking to a guy that made $48 million last year, okay? 48, and he comes from nothing. So he got comfortable. So that's why I came in and I said, listen, this is what we have to do. So, you know, we just make a progression.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm about to say, well, can I get one?
For
what
real.
you need? What you need?
I'm trying to figure out where he got
I
these
need
beats from.
an investor. You know, we got some things going.
Where you get these beats from? Them our headphones, Sean? We don't get them? He done brought his own headphones in here. Nikita, your dad, and talk about your parents, Nikita, and how important they are to your success.
My parents are, my dad is my discipline. He was the person that taught me, you know, the discipline, work ethic, get out there and do your best. My mom is the one with the flash and the bling that come with the extra everything. But she also, you know, my mom was very successful in corporate America. And she taught me what to do and how to do it and how to climb the ladder of anything and everything that I do. So both of my parents are very instrumental in my success today.
TeamTideRealtyGroup.com is the website, and just because we are in the middle of December does not mean that Nikita is still not slinging that real estate. You can visit her website, TeamTideRealtyGroup.com, or you can call her 24/7. What's that number?
You can call me at 404-379-6239.
24/7. If you need, she got
that
kids
seven.
too.
Leave a voicemail.
Leave a voicemail. Right. She'll call you back. We got more. It's Michael and Joy in the morning. Wake up.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, Allure Beauty Bar,
Got some
Stephen,
headphones.
Ray,
Got
Mr.
these
Barkin
now. I got
Bouncing. Hey, Kira, good morning.
Carry these headphones
Everywhere. Yeah. Now they work though. They work.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
pretty sharp. How long you been doing this, man? This seems very easy for you.
Joy and I have been doing. We're going to our second year.
Dang, it's just all about you, huh, Michael? Dang.
I started doing it 09. Joy, I just did it from the house.
And I'm just, I ain't worried. You know, Mondays are special days sometimes.
I'm like your haircut.
Thank you.
I like the color. I like the
Everybody
cut.
can't do it.
I like that.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's yeah, I'm seeing.
Ad-libbing and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what
You know what though? But if you
Moving
practice it, continue to
Every
practice,
day.
it just comes so natural.
Every day.
You know, I used
We
to
do
be
this every day.
afraid to speak. You know, they say public speaking is like the #1 fear. But it was crazy because you speak in public every day. But it's that programming, that programming, how you got your program to what you hear.
Yeah.
And you are your thoughts.
you right.
You know, so.
As a man thinking.
I'm like, we good on that.
So y'all good on that?
Yeah, because I've already got my Facebook page disabled playing around with music, so I don't need no other issues. And Sterling Coleman, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Sterling Coleman Jr. on Net.
I know where we gotta get you on this social media.
Hey,
About that.
exposure.
Yeah.
That's to be honest, since I've been out there, that's my biggest competitor, like technology. I mean, I got all the stuff. I got the 3 MacBook Pros, 17-inch, 15-inch, 13-inch, iPad, iPhone. I just don't know how to use this stuff. I know how to use Word and check my email.
But we were talking about that last night because we were talking about platforms. Because me, I pulled away from like Snapchat. You know, I used to be on Facebook. I don't even utilize it because of my own reasons. But we talked about this last night in the circle. I got to get out my own way. Because if you were using it on all your platforms, look how many more people you'll be touching. I always say this, and I look at it this way. Every time I'm in the airport, I ask people, do you know who Quality B is? And I get everybody typically say no. You know, and I'm up first class, and it's like, no, I don't know who she is. And I'm like, you don't know who Quality B is? And then they turn around and tell me who, with Blake Shelton or something like that. Blake Shelton.
Oh yeah, the country singer. You don't know who Blake
I
Shelton
didn't even know
is?
who he was. So what I say this is very important. And my dad said it, and it missed me. We are just small fish in a big old pond.
Yeah.
We have to leave an imprint, a dent everywhere we go, and we have to continue to learn something new. And we can't assume certain things, you know.
Starla, how old are you?
25.
You don't mind me asking.
25. I don't mind.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't mind.
That's good.
I'm just excited.
Yeah, go on and
I'm
get you a
excited.
joystick.
Share some of this stuff that they share with me, because people don't want to share stuff.
Mm-mm.
People just want to hold it in.
Right.
But your idea was not just your idea, it was
No.
somebody else's idea too.
Exactly.
And if you give it away, what happens is you go get more. Go get more and give it some
Law
more
of
away.
reciprocity.
Or boss up and do something with the idea
Right.
and then give it away.
I like that too. But yeah, that was last night was in that little circle.
Yeah,
That's
it was
taught me
you,
something.
Neo, and
The Panther. Oh yeah, because he's
Marcus.
from
Yes.
there.
Marcus.
Yeah.
From North Carolina. We just did
Rachel?
a
Yeah,
deck. A
okay.
friend of mine
Rachel.
owns that company
Yeah,
9
they're
Weeks, and they're based out of North Carolina. And he has this brand called Carolina Culture. And we just sent something in the Under
But yeah,
Armour about them
It
partnering with
it
him,
taught me a lot.
and we used them.
You know, I didn't even know about some of the virtual assistants.
Stuff.
I didn't know.
We're going to a commercial, we come back.
My sisters do all the hard work. They send everything to me. I didn't know.
And
You
then
know,
they're doing the,
Rachel's actually on here. Rachel joined. Hey, Rachel.
Oh, finally, it's coming back.
How you know when somebody, like, when they trying to holler at you or whatever?
Okay, Danny's on here. Hey, Danny, hey, what's going on? So what you do is, brother, what you do is when you join, you're gonna join live. What you doing?
What up,
It'll
homie?
just come.
Meet me outside.
Hey,
So,
hey,
it's like on your IG.
ATL, tents, tables, chairs, Porsche popping. What up, Shannon?
It'll show you.
Michael, don't be cheating because we got the same color marker.
Whose fault is that?
Sean.
Okay.
Mine was, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Y'all be on that Facebook. Y'all be on that Facebook.
Put in your initials.
And then you know what? I'm sure I gotta get back. I'm missing a big old.
You missing a what?
I ain't on that Facebook like that. I mean, I have Facebook.
You're not using it?
Nah, but we finna tear it up. I mean, starting today, turn it up.
Go and get you a joystick and make it happen. She like it. That's what that is.
That's what it is. What is it?
Probably more than likely, but you know.
That way you
Malik
can be
out there
on multiple
getting some
platforms. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on Periscope, and I'm on Instagram all at the same time.
Right. But I gotta have multiple devices, right?
Or, I mean, like the session that you guys were at yesterday, you had more than 5 people. What if everybody was going live at the same time, or just recording the content? You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be you. You got 3 people right there. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, right.
Well, we actually have 4. I got my other phone too.
Well, then there's that. So yeah, so you could be on Instagram on one and Facebook on another. You know, now instead of having to regurgitate the information over and over
They had
and
so
over
much
again
fun,
on
though.
one platform, then go over to
'Cause I
another one.
think-
Now it's just all there.
Yeah,
They talked
see, I
about
need
that.
that. Thank you.
I just went in the room.
Yeah, no worries.
I was just like,
But
let
I
me go.
invented it. That's
Let me
why
get
I
out the
said
way.
So this is
joy,
yours.
joy.
Coming back 30 seconds.
Let me get out the way.
Drew, I'm buying me one just because it's you.
Well, you know, I don't mind that either. They right in the car in the backseat.
Absolutely.
But I mean, but
How much
when you
are they?
think about your platform, they're $79.99.
Okay.
But when you think about the platform, you know, I mean, you know, Nehemiah uses his all the time, especially for the center.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, is there any distribution, like you distribute anywhere?
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com, hanging out with some cool, super cool people today. Also, don't forget, you can check out our friends over at Skin Salon Spa. They're located at 2115 Piedmont Road, Suite 3114 to be more specific. You can check them out. Those guys, they do it all. They handle all your skincare needs, from facials, skincare products, chemical peels, and more. For your appointment, give them a call, 404-416-9808, or visit the website SkinSalonSpa.com to book your appointment. We're going to play some this or that a little bit later on today. Also, Nikita, Todd, Stanley's in the building. Hey, did you know that the officials over at the CDC, that's the Center of Disease Control and Prevention's, the very agency tasked with saving and protecting lives of the most vulnerable, are now under order by the 45 administration to stop using words including vulnerable. In the 2018 budget documents that the Washington Post said. So what they said was, the government said, hey, I'm going to give you this money, but here's some words y'all can't use no more. So in a 90-minute briefing on Thursday, policy analysts and the nation's leading public health institute were presented a menu of 7 banned words that they can no longer use at the CDC. First one on the list was diversity. Nope, can't use that no more. Fetus, can't use that no more in the CDC. Transgender, nope, can't use that word. Vulnerable, entitlement, or science-based. And then the last one was evidence-based. So those are lists. You won't see those in any memos coming from the CDC because of the 45 administration. They said, that, hey, if we're going to cut you this check, here's some words that you need to take out.
Vulnerable, diversity, fetus, transgender, entitlement, science-based, and evidence-based.
Yes.
I haven't used all them in a sentence in a long time anyway.
I wonder, can we put them in one sentence? Let's see here. No,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. That sound kind of crazy. It's all good. So I just wanted to get that. If you work at the CDC, don't use those words today. Hey, hanging out with some cool, super cool people today. Malik is in the building. Sterling is in the building. Slide your mic over for me just a little bit. Massage sister. Chani? Yeah, you. I was going to ask you a question because
She said
Malik tried to get some, he got some advice during the commercial, didn't he? You see, they always do that. They start pointing at stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yesterday.
right.
But we were just talking about some issues and ailments. And what do massages do for the body?
Besides the regular stress relief, we're removing toxins, getting that blood flow in there. Also, it's preventative medicine for you. So, those aches and pains that you get in the morning, those cracks and all of that, like we help relieve that. So, it's a lot of oxygen going on in here. Lack of blood flow. It helps with depression, anxiety. So people that have anxiety, fibromyalgia, we help with all types of conditions. So it's a such thing as medical massage. So it's a lot going on in our industry.
How often do you feel like we should be going to go get a full body massage?
Average person is recommended once a month, but I say I'm talking entrepreneurs, like people always on the move, mothers, everyone, really every 2 weeks. Like, it's maintenance. It's for your body. I mean, it's self-care.
Just go and budget that in there.
Just budget in there because it's your body. Because think about it. When you break down, you can't take care of nobody else.
Right,
Not
that's
at
so
all.
true, sis.
No one. You can't go to your job. You can't take care of your kids, your husband, whoever. You can't do anything. So you might as well just schedule that in. Come see me or another therapist, and get
or do that couples class so that your husband and wife can figure it out.
Exactly.
Because typically you be like, babe, can I get that massage? And then they start down at your legs. Like, I'm like, look, I met out here. It's my shoulders.
Right.
They just hit you with this 4 little squeezes. All right, baby.
And
Go ahead.
tap you on the back like your mama.
The game on, exactly. We're going to talk about the classes that because you mentioned getting into teaching and something that you want to do. Before we talk about that, though, I wanted to ask you about being a good client, because the last time I went and got a massage done, like, the lady was kind of a bully. Like, she was telling me, relax, Michael, because I get, you know what I'm talking about?
You probably were all tense and tight.
Yeah, I mean, but then it's her job too to tell you how to relax. You know what I'm saying? I start my clients off because, especially people that never gotten a massage before, you got to start off with breathing. A lot of people don't breathe, they hold their breath. And they hold their breath. So what I do, I start out with, breathe in for 10 seconds. And then release for 10 seconds. And I have them do that 3 to 4 times. And before they know it, they say, okay, I feel a little more relaxed without me even having to touch them. Right. So just breathe in and just talking, and, say it's okay. You can talk to me, let me know how the pressure is, just having that dialogue in the beginning. Before you know it, they sleep.
Hey.
I was going to say, but what I don't want to do is be in there and you be like, so where you from? And then I'm like, girl.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get some talkers on my
I'm
table.
like, man, I am trying to get into this.
That's what you hear from me, boy.
You mean after your nerves is better?
Then, next thing you know, my massage therapist then moved the clock up 50 minutes. Only got a 10-minute massage to pay for 6. I was like, man, that went by quick. I'll see you next time, Michael. Now I'm an hour early wherever I go, like. Sean know what I'm talking about.
Cheat you for your time.
Right, cheat me for my time. What's the website again, sis?
atouchagoddess.com.
I love it.
atouchagoddess.com.
And you was busting the rug. Is it busting the rug, Malik? What is it? Cutting the rug. You was cutting the rug last night. I know you gonna need a massage today. Hey, we come back. Right. Look, and we're gonna play some this or that. Yeah, we will. Look up. We'll be back. Y'all crazy.
He said I'm still waiting on my big old cheesy smile over there.
We got a break. I need to see what you.
All right, here.
Right. Okay, yeah. See if I'm tense. Sis.
You leave today?
Chani.
I do. I'm about to say, you
Am I
mean your
tense,
flight
Chani?
not
Hold on,
canceled?
hold on.
When do your flight must be in the
Am I
afternoon?
tense?
In the afternoon?
It is 5:30.
Yeah, because they done canceled so many morning flights.
You're not gonna be doing this to me.
He said, what about the host? Hey, Wavy.
You can tell them.
How are you? Good morning. Hey, Mr. Blanks.
Not from your show.
Faith in the Bay Cool Kids Committee. Good morning,
I am
Mom.
a franchisee. I don't have a building per se.
Hey,
just yet.
Calvin.
We got we're doing a lot of development. He signed the largest licensee deal out in Oklahoma.
Laura,
I actually have
good
my
morning.
own spot. I just got on
Am I
MLK.
tense?
So
In Oklahoma.
You know, I haven't.
Do you feel it?
It's
Yeah,
going
I
right now. We're just going through all the approvals and all that stuff.
You win.
But it's coming. It's gonna happen.
I'm from the
Amen.
University of Zaxby's down in Georgia Southern.
Okay.
We had the first one, it was a little
Statesboro.
Statesboro, it was a little trailer, and it had a deck on the outside.
Oh yeah. So you know Zach and Tom. You probably know
Well,
Zach.
Look at why you close your eyes, breathe.
Yeah, of course they were on campus.
He's all staring at
But
us.
no, I didn't met them because I didn't
Bet
work
y'all
out.
get a witty.
I know a lot of my
Making me
friends that
feel
work.
uncomfortable.
You heard me, George?
that,
Bet y'all get a witty.
either the people who cashed in on the
TMI. Well, don't look at me.
to get money when they were going.
Think of my grandma.
Look at y'all.
That worked there.
I put an elbow in here.
You won. I gotta go back to work. Oh my God, that felt good.
When they weren't
All
as
of it.
expensive as they are now.
Absolutely. Oh, hold on. We better get started. Oh, we ready?
Y'all still up on the chair.
She
No.
wanna put these hands on me like, oh Lord.
Lord Jesus. Nikita, that conversation will be
Right,
finished later.
right, exactly.
Look at this.
We going to a sunken place today. Y'all don't understand. Like,
Sean, we're gonna talk to this do this or that in this break. At the end of this
amazing
break.
right there. You know what this remind me of? Ooh. Jeez. I can't even get it out.
It's so funny.
Just don't stop them. You know how you people just keep on trying to talk because you don't want them to end. You know, you up at the nail shop and they doing all this stuff, doing your hands, and you try to talk to them real nice so they keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep them going.
I'm about to say, my girl will talk to me from the other side of the room. She'll be like, "What'd you say, Joy?"
This feels amazing. What can they find?
Can you record me on my phone?
Can they?
Here, I got it.
Okay, we got a tag.
Nikita like,
I need to actually get started.
I got you. You got it? Just too, that might be too far.
You can't do the sound.
He got it right
effect.
here. He gonna do it right here. Oh, you live right now. We live. You got it. Let me tell you something. This right here is amazing. Anytime you gotta close your eyes. Okay? My eyes is closed right now. I really don't want to talk, but I'm gonna talk because these phones out. But this is something you just want to just enjoy. Can everybody leave the room?
No, but there's another room you can go to. It's
What is the candle at? Okay? The aroma.
Aromatherapy.
This is amazing.
I was gonna say maybe something different in the background, not Mary J. Blige.
Right.
Oh my God.
Hold on, you need some aroma. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, she on my neck. She's on my
Michael.
neck. Oh my God. You know, I don't even like people breathing on my neck. But when I say you can breathe all day,
All day,
it's like a heated pass. Y'all don't understand. Y'all not hearing me. She is all in.
Michael turned the lights on. You missed the lights.
I missed the light.
That's what he said. We need some aromatherapy.
This is what you do.
Oh, it went off on there?
This is what you do. Hey, K. Renee. Hey, Nucci. Good morning. Shout out to DC.
What up, Nucci? We played that record this morning, Nucci.
Yeah. Nucci music.
Where can they find you at?
ASuchAgoddess.com. ASuchAgoddess on Instagram. ASuchAgoddess on Facebook.
Everything.
ASuchAgoddess on everything. And Chani LaRound also on Twitter.
Shine me a sterling 3-1 ball, show me stay. Let me tell you something. This is what this does. Like, y'all not understand. This is what's all in. See, that's the problem. A lot of people just not all in. They're not passionate about what they do.
Sterling, no, you did not just switch it from.
She is interrupting this conversation. I'm so sorry. What's going on over there?
Nothing. Were you good?
You sure? I apologize. You know,
I don't know.
y'all understand she going low.
But it really depends.
I'm about to say, wait. Normally I be feeling some
I
kind
gotta
of a
move
way.
this
I'm
mic,
like,
that
alright.
look right. We gonna move that mic though. Definitely gonna move that mic.
About to say it.
I would say, yeah.
Why do I like this show? It has character. Thank you, Calvin. A lot of character. A lot of characters too. A whole lot of characters.
Today? Oh, yeah, so you have
I'll get ready to come back
She
to
was
that,
like,
okay?
but
when you coming
I'm
We're
just
gonna do it
in
at the end.
Philly.
We're not gonna open up with it. We'll close out.
Okay, just
Yeah.
moved out here in April.
She said, I'm just in Philly.
But,
She in Philly.
Oh,
crazy, you got it.
she was all in on mine. I'm sorry, brother. You ain't get that one.
I'm about to say, it's just this little,
He didn't want that.
it's just this little spot right here.
I got you. We were supposed to set you up with something anyway.
Huh?
We were supposed to set you up with something.
No, I was gonna say, look, I ain't got nothing but time. Soon as we get off the air, gonna come right to the crib.
Alright.
I'm like, look. I know, right? That's what they be doing.
I'll come
All
back.
right, when they do like
You
that.
ready to get a little pat.
Pat you on the back.
You good.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. If you missed the behind the scenes of the show, all you got to do is go to MichaelandJoy.com. You'll be able to see the video. My man Sterling was getting his massage on.
Man, that was deep, and that was a deep tissue right there. But without the tissue.
Without the tissue. Shout
I
out.
don't know what that. Why they call it deep tissue?
Chani, shout out to Chani. She's gonna be she's
Come
gonna
on
be
and
heading
touch
back
a
to Philly. You
goddess.
can set an appointment if you're in Philly. We'll tell you how to do that. Hey, breaking up is so hard to do, but the GOP tax bill could make it harder. The voice lawyers say the final version of the tax bill, which was released on Friday, is set for votes next week. What's going to happen is it eliminates the tax deduction for alimony payments. Now, the voice lawyers say that this move can make ending marriages an even more drawn out and expensive process, and the change could be particularly painful for lower income couples. So now they start taxing that.
Cheaper to
alimony
keep
money.
'em.
Cheaper to keep 'em, but y'all better work that thing out.
You gonna like, it gonna be like water roses. You gonna be on that side of the house. I'm gonna be on this side.
We're gonna be roommates. That's what we're gonna tell everyone. Right? That's all we gotta do. Just save some money, cause this divorce thing,
About to say that they just the dude be picking you up on the corner. Why can't I ever come over to the house? Well, see the way my roommate situation is set up.
Look at you. That's my Uber driver, girl. Stop tripping. Why you getting in the front seat though?
Same car.
Same Uber every time.
You know what? Sometimes when I sit in the back seat on the Uber rides, my stomach does feel some kind of a way. You know, they say that when you sit in the back seat, you have I can't think of it. But anyway, needless
Well,
to
I
say.
sit in the front because the phone charge don't be long enough. I need to charge my phone.
Right.
You feel me? You feel me?
That's definitely a really, really
There
good
you go, I got
reason.
So your ex will be asking you in the middle of the night now, why is Uber calling you? I didn't even know they had phones. You know,
Oh,
they
well,
pop
see
up in
what
your phone,
had happened
Uber.
was Uber.
Hey, hanging out with Mr.
My
Malik
personal
Wade.
driver.
Malik Wade, the author of the new book Pressure from
Whoop, whoop.
FBI Fugitive to Freedom. And I gotta ask you this part, Malik, and this is realistically, because we remember the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, when old Huggy Bear got out of prison and he had on his old clothes. He had on them the fishing, the shoes and all that kind of stuff. What was it like for you when you got out of federal prison and you saw the new America? From a technology perspective.
I mean, to be honest, technology was the biggest impediment that I had. You know, everything else, cars weren't flying. You know what I mean? So, I mean, socially, I did cool. Socially, some moments were kind of awkward because, you feel, a lot of cats won't admit it, but you feel a little self-conscious, especially when you've been gone out of society for over a decade and you've been in a certain type of environment, around all men all day, men who are aggressive, men who have a lot of testosterone. When you get into society, it's kind of a trip. You feel like people are looking at you or people are judging you, and most people don't even know that you just got out of prison. I mean, people don't know, but I talk about it in the book. Just my first experience going into a safe way. And you kind of like, at least I was in a trance, and I was just in there stuck for a long time, just standing in the aisles. People probably didn't know or pay attention to it, but just, you looking at all these different colors and all, it's almost sensory overload. The orange boxes of Captain Crunch, being able to just get your own food when in prison you can't shop.
Right.
So just little small stuff like that. Just being on a bus, public transportation, being in close proximity with people who you don't necessarily have to worry about doing you any physical harm. But like I say, there's a lot of stuff that cats, they don't really talk about. They don't talk about the trauma. They don't talk about potential depression, post-traumatic stress disorder. They don't leave themselves vulnerable because everybody want to act like 15 years ain't nothing. Not everybody, but a lot of cats try to act like, coming home doing a lot of time, like, they tough or something like that.
Right. I remember in the movie, did you ever see the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of my favorite movies, but in the end, you know how the guy ended up, well, I hope y'all seen it, how he ended up hanging himself because he had been in jail for so long that when he tried to adapt to the world the way it was, he just had no clue. Do you see, you touched on it a little bit about the depression and, do you see that just the change just being hard to adapt to for some people?
Definitely, but like I said again, that's why one of the reasons I wrote the book, because most brothers, they won't admit it. They won't admit the trauma. They won't admit the negative, the negative things. They may not tell you that they may got violated in prison. I didn't, but I'm just saying, some cats,
like,
get violated. Cats come back to their neighborhoods and they kind of share the story with young folks and make it seem like it was cool, or they made it, like they made it look easy, when they don't tell the youngster that they might have got knocked out, or beat up, or violated in a certain kind of way.
Do you feel like they can't be transparent? Sorry, Michael. They can't be transparent because of how they'll be perceived afterwards. Like, I mean, if I was violated, if I was beat up, when I went in, I was this, super hard dude, and now, in jail, stuff happened, and now I might not be that same person.
I mean, to me, that's being fake.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
I'm 6'2", 200-pound man, and I don't mind leaving myself vulnerable and letting people know, what the negative things I might have experienced in prison. So I mean, you just be real. I mean, most young folks, if you tell the truth, like for example, if you tell the truth, most young people will respect it. You're not gonna just tell nobody you got raped or violated, or somebody pinched you on your butt or something like that. But just be honest, man.
Shout out to Malik Wade. He had to one up us. He was saying, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. I know, right? That wasn't even necessary. Malik,
he also said, not me.
Right, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds. You know what? We gonna get an opportunity to know you a little bit better, Malik, because we play this game called This or That, and it gives our listeners an opportunity, and it goes a little something like this.
I was like, I might want to change my first answer. You mentioned Captain Crunch.
6'2", 200 pounds. Man, come on.
Advice on medium format cameras.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Sterling hanging out with us. Sterling, you all right over there? You got that deep tissue, Joe.
I was like, Sterling, you might be asleep.
I know.
When you wake up, it's hard to go back to sleep.
I know that.
Them dudes in the middle of the mall try to give you that little 10-minute massage, but Tasha said they breath always be stinking though. They be on your ear. Hey, this feel good. Hold on, bro.
She feels amazing. I told her she can breathe all over my team.
Right. A little bit too close, right. Hey, so this is a game that we play called This or That. And Malik Wade, author of Pressure, is hanging out with us today. And Malik, what we're going to do is we're going to give our listeners an opportunity to get to know you a little better with this game that we play. Now, Tasha, Joy and I knew you were coming on the show probably about 6 months ago, I think. Was it 6 months?
It's been a while. We didn't change the date a couple times.
I finally got it right.
Yeah,
so what we did was we created some questions, and we answered the questions based off of how we think you would answer them. And it's a contest between Joy and I.
So just pick an answer.
That's all you got to do. So, like, for instance, where did you grow up again?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. So did you guys have y'all cereal in a pantry or on top of the refrigerator?
On top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, ain't had no money either.
He was like, now you know he was locked up.
Y'all had a pantry though, didn't you?
Yeah, right. We had them little things that count. I don't know, it spit around, it did all type of stuff. No, we
he said
what?
Right.
I don't even know what it was.
I was like, you mean that's a table. That's a whole different thing.
Look at Nikita.
A lazy Susan.
It was it could be on a cabinet.
It was in a cabinet, yeah. And it's
yeah, thank you. So anyway, that's how the game works. So this is a contest between Joy and I to see who knows you best. So we get a question right, we get a point. And we're going to get to know you better. So, first question, you wake up in the morning, Malik, you got 2 boxes of cereal on the table. And you can pick either one of them. Which one are you choosing? Is it Frosted Flakes or Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, we got that one. So this is 1 for me, 0 for Joy. What about this one? Cheetos or Cheese Puffs?
Cheese Puffs.
Cheese Puffs, okay. Joy, 1. Mexican or Italian? And we're talking food, not women. Mexican? Oh, he said that quick, like 2. So that's 2 to 1. Right. Lemon pepper wings or hot wings?
Lemon pepper.
lemon pepper. Oh, Joy, you got that one. So two. Oh, nice little tie going on, Joy. So you've been doing your homework. McDonald's fries or Chick-fil-A fries? McDonald's fries. All right.
Whoop whoop.
You picked Chick-fil-A.
I didn't say it because I got it right.
Oh, 3-2. Michael's in the lead. Cruise vacation or destination vacation? Destination. Joy, you pick cruise? No, he don't want to be on no boat. Especially when they send you all the way to the bottom.
Did I pick cruise?
Yeah, you did.
I was gonna say because you know you will cheat in a heartbeat.
Vegas or Miami, Malik?
Vegas.
4-2. No, 5-2.
Like for real cheat.
Yes. Grape Kool-Aid or red Kool-Aid?
Red.
Red Kool-Aid.
See, I definitely did pick red.
Yeah,
I was like, he from Cali. About to say no.
With that grape jump,
Yeah.
red. All right, so right now the score is 6-2. I'm in the lead. But this is the bonus question right here, though, Malik. This could put Joy in the game. Because today, since we are celebrating the birth of one DMX, I'm sure he played with a little of that product that you used to slang back in the day. The bonus question is going to be worth 47 points for you today, okay? So, here's the deal. Book is out right now, Pressure, from FBI fugitive to freedom. How can they get it?
You can get the book on Amazon. You can get the book on Amazon. You can get the book on Kindle KDP, Barnes and Nobles, or you can go to my website, Malik, M-A-L-I-K, WADE.com.
That's what I'm talking about. So here's the bonus question, okay? And the bonus question is going to be worth 47 points. You walk out of that federal prison, and we hand you the trap phone. Where the trap phone at, Sean? You probably remember this one before you went in. We hand you this phone right here. You remember that, John? Or you was waiting on your people? We hand you the trap phone, and the trap phone only got 3 telephone numbers in it, okay? But you can only call one of these people to come pick you up, all right? Who you calling? Is it Shirley from What's Happening? You remember Shirley with the afro? Thelma from Good Times. You remember Thelma? Thelma was fine back then, wasn't she? Or is it Weezy Jefferson from the Jeffersons? Who are you calling to come pick you up and take you home, Malik?
Thelma.
Thelma from Good Times. You came back.
Don't call it a comeback.
Why you pick Thelma? I thought you was gonna pick Shirley.
Why
Any
did he
reason?
pick Thelma? Same reason why you said.
Something pretty to look at.
Oh, okay. She can't cook no oatmeal though.
It don't matter. She
Shirley
might not
can
need to
that
cook.
oatmeal. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna wrap this thing up. It's Michael and Joy in the morning.
He was like, "Look, I know how to cook." It's just a ride home, Michael. God, dang. Oh,
no,
let me
it might go down in the PM.
Let me see this phone, man. Is this phone still working?
Mm-hmm. Don't call nobody. We ain't upped our minutes lately.
Oh my
You don't remember that?
Any advice on a medium format camera and lighting kits? I use Alien B. Calvin. Oh, you ain't even up here no more. I'll text you.
I gotta go grab a couple more at the car for the brothers and sisters.
Whoop whoop. Christmas gift to the listener. Who gonna win something?
Okay. Get a word of inspiration before we go. If I wake up.
Okay. Appreciate that.
All right. Touch your goddess. Let me.
Look at the juice.
What time frame is this? Is this the late 80s, early 90s?
Hey, where you at?
I was 15 in the 80s.
Early this morning, got that juice.
You got to.
You had that juice on me.
Nikita, 15-time Realty.
Yeah, I need a little more. Need a little more of that juice.
Team Ty Realty.
You got me. I'm talking about, what time is it? What time
It don't even matter.
is it?
8:55. It was 9 o'clock.
What time is it in China?
Southeast? I mean, uptown, southeast. That's right.
I got tired of us not
Nice day in the
having.
Middle East.
Sterling, what's your website? Sterling.
What's my website? The new one? It ain't up yet. It's supposed to be up.
Okay.
I don't have, but you just put,
What's your Instagram is?
Sterling 314.
Right.
Sterling 314.
Michael and Joy in the morning. MichaelandJoy.com. Shout out to Kurt Douglas, who turned 101 years old last week. You want to know how he does it? Well, it is kind of very simple. It said we're usually told the key to living a ripe old age is a healthy diet and plenty of exercise. But for those wanting to reach 100, it seems sheer determination to carry on could also keep us alive. Having a positive outlook, stubbornness, and continuing to keep busy could be the key for a long life. Now, love of one's family, a strong work ethic, religious faith were all also factors. Now, most of them are still working on their homes and on their land, they think, but this is my life and I'm not going to give up, one man said. They also found that this group tended to be more domineering, stubborn, and needed a sense of control, which could be a desirable trait as they are true to their convictions and care less about what others think. So if you want to live a healthy, long life up until your 100s, follow these rules and stop caring what other people think, because I'm sure that's how Malik lives his life, don't you, Malik? I mean, Sterling, I'm sorry, brother. I set that up so
like,
good. Yeah.
And then he fumbled at the
And then I
end.
fumbled, yeah.
Just like the
But you walked in here showing us, giving us a positive message, man. You got to leave us with a positive message.
You know how much time I got?
90 seconds.
90
Go.
seconds. Listen, I just want to just tell everybody, all my followers, all the people that's listening, all the people that's following these great people, these phenomenal people, that we were born to create. You know, we were born to create. What are you creating? You know, everything around you, wherever you are, right now, even in this room, even with what you have on, it was created by something or somebody, someone. You have to find your niche, create. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing is if you're creating something, if you are creating something, developing something, don't focus on the money. Focus on how many people you can serve. Because we were born to serve as well. If you guys are listening, we have everybody in this room and everywhere around the world, we have 4 things in common. All right? We were born together. All right? Born whenever we can talk about born. We can talk about how we all want to be what? Successful. Because we all want to be successful. And we all what? We're going to die. But at the end of the day, we all want to leave a what? A legacy. So everywhere you go, I need for you guys to leave an impression. Put a dent in this mother effer. You know what I'm saying? Put a dent in the universe. Leave an impression everywhere you go. That's all I got to say.
Shout out to you. What's that website again?
Sterling.
The Instagram. I forgot
Instagram.com/Sterling314.
Done today, right?
It'll be done today. It
Okay.
will be done today, but it ain't went live yet. It has not went live yet. I was just featured in the Huffington Post, though.
Okay.
Whoop. Shout out to that.
Yes, so
You can find out all the information on Sterling at Sterling314 on Instagram.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Wifey said, go Sterling.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go
You
Sterling.
loving that word. Shout out to you. Don't go nowhere, because I got one more question. No, I'm just joking. You can go. Also, my man
Whoop,
Malik.
whoop. Come on,
Thank you,
pressure.
man. You set a tone for today's show, man, and the story of redemption. And you talk about the book, man. And then I asked you before the show, but what I want you to leave us with is who you wrote the book for and why.
I wrote the book for a couple of different demographics. One, there are over 800,000 black men in prison right now. So as far as who's most affected by that? The women. Most black men were either raised by their grandmother or their mother. And a lot of black men who are in prison have a wife or a woman or a girlfriend that they have. And a lot of black men have children, daughters. So I wanted to write the book on behalf of black men so that people could get some intellectual insight into the struggles and the trials and the tribulations that black men had to go through living in urban America, as well as being involved with the criminal justice system. Another demographic is young black males, transitional age black males, ages 15 to 25. Obviously, they are at a very pivotal moment in their lives. So I wanted to give them some hope that they can redeem themselves, and hopefully I can help them make better choices and better decisions.
That's what I'm talking about. Author Malik
Come on,
Wade,
Malik.
the new book, Pressure, From FBI Fugitive to Freedom. You can check it out. You can go to michaelandjoy.com for the website. Sis, you about to head back up to Philly, right? Yeah, you can set them appointments for Philly too, right?
Yes.
If you're in Philly right now, where can they go to set an appointment to come see you?
You want to go to atouchofgoddess.com. You can also hit me up on Instagram as well, A Touch of Goddess. And you can also just call me, 215-475-2769.
That's what was I tense when you hit them shoulders?
You were super tense, but you already knew that.
Oh, okay. Nikita, Todd, Stanley, Todd Realty Group. Word of advice before you get out of here, sis.
Get ready for 2018. There's going to be a lot of good things happening in 2018, but you don't want to be left behind if you are not owning a home. Because of course the tax bill is going to change and your tax deductions will change. So you need to get on board and buy a house now.
That's what I'm talking about. Your hair looks so pretty.
Thank you.
Hey, and shout out to my partner Joy A. Pearson over there. Joy, you look good, by the way. I just want to say we had been talking about your weight loss, and you hit me up the other day. You say you was down another two. Looking real
A total
real frail
of 12 pounds.
Congratulations to you.
I'm
That's what I'm talking
excited.
about.
Yay!
Do I weigh more than you now?
No, I think we about the same weight.
Don't run up on me,
I was
though.
gonna say
Don't
yours.
run up on me,
Yours
though.
is in your head.
Don't run up on me.
It's Michael and John.
Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go.
If we go to Super Bowl, of course.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
We go to Super Bowl, but if we don't go to Super Bowl, we have a big party.
Hey T-Bo-D, good morning. I'm just saying, anybody, Bling 74. Calvin, I'll send you a message in your DM about the type of camera. I'm a Canon user, so of course I'm gonna go with Canon, but we'll have a conversation about it, all right? From the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, I ask that God watch over you, keep you, protect you, expand your territory and your capacity. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Have an amazing day, guys. Thank you, Calvin. T-Monique, call me. Bye. Bye, Laura. Shout out to Callie.
We gotta wrap. I gotta go grab you one of them books.
You gotta sign that.
You gotta sign that, bro.
Joy, look.